to see you again.
So the Vietnam storyline, it was such an important storyline, and how did you go about trying to really get that right?
I'm lucky enough to have an amazing roadmap with the scripts that we have. With the production teams that are building sets, with our wonderful costume, hair, and makeup teams that are putting the trappings on top of me to speak these words. I mean, for me, every moment, whether it's Vietnam or I'm with the 10-year-olds, I just want to honor the father that Jack is, the soldier that Jack was, the husband that he is, all these things. I just want to represent him in a way that an audience can watch and say, wow, I see myself in him. His existence is not too dissimilar than mine, and I can learn from that, and I can maybe be stronger from that. Maybe I can be more compassionate because of that. Maybe even in Jack's mistakes, we can learn ways not to be. Scars we need to pay attention to.
Did you find
cracks we need to mend?
Did you find something in playing Jack as a soldier that changed your view of him after playing him for this long?
No, because you know what, the way that I saw Jack in Vietnam, that wasn't Jack's story. That was Nicky's story. Jack was he was the sidecar to it. You know, Nicky was the motorcycle. He was the one that was driving that whole story forward. So I felt like I was as an actor, I felt like I was in service to Michael Angarano, and that was the reason why I was showing up. You know, he's such a dynamic, beautiful soul, and to be able to do what he did as an actor, I had to keep myself from just sitting there watching this wonderful performance and be like, no, I got to challenge this guy. I got to give him all that I have to bring out the best that he has, because that was Nicky's story. That wasn't Jack's story.
So we have to ask, because this is the third season and you've been nominated twice before. So playing the game, is there an episode that you'd be like, if I'm nominated, this is what I'm submitting?
I'm the worst at this. Honestly, really? God, it's so funny. Between my reps and my team, I'm like, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Like, what I like, maybe not everybody else likes. What does Dan think? What does Dan think? So we kind of always just go to Dan and see what Dan thinks. But I think probably it lies somewhere where maybe we've seen the repercussions of war. I think that seventh episode, Jack on the road trip with Rebecca. We're still feeling those fresh wounds of coming back and the loss of his brother, as we're also understanding what happened with Nicky, but we haven't quite yet revealed it. There's still more discovery in that. I think that might have been an episode that might have had the makings. I don't know. I'm always grateful to be considered. But for me, the real victory is always an engaged audience. A job, showing up and embodying a character that people can learn from.
Well, and you got 3 more seasons of a job.
Yeah. Got 3 more seasons of a job. Yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Great. Thanks, Will. Good to see you guys.